Hi, everyone. Sean Gilliam here. Welcome to another episode of my podcast, Real Estate on the Front Range. This is the monthly market update for October. I'm going to take a look at the most recent data for Boulder, Larimer, and Weld counties. Also, I want to highlight the mortgage interest rates and what they're doing today and how that overall is impacting the market. So stay tuned as we get into the details. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Real Estate on the Front Range, my podcast where I cover all things real estate here on the Front Range of Northern Colorado. Join me to get market updates, tips, and information on relevant topics to make sure you are fully informed before you buy and sell your next home. This is Sean Gilliam, your host, and I look forward to you joining me on your favorite podcast for the latest episodes. All right, welcome back. Well, let's go ahead and get started. I want to start out with mortgage interest rates and what they've been doing. For the better part of this year, rates have been hovering above the 7% range. And of course, that had a direct impact on the market because it impacted people's affordability, their purchasing power. And so we've seen a slower market than we have recently. But just looking here at today's 30-year fixed rate, it's at 6.61. That jumped up from about 6.2 a week ago. But just want to highlight what rates have been doing lately. Just seeing September 30th, that we're at 6.3%. And just scrolling over here slowly, that first and second week of September, they were down to 6.17. And so rates really came down significantly, and that was great for everybody involved. And as we look at the data, we'll see how that impacted the different metrics that we'll look at. There was definitely more activity out there on the market. So let's go ahead and start by looking at Boulder County. Get myself out of the way here. Looking at new listings, this is compared to last year. So September of 2024 versus September of 2023. You can see our new listings, it's about the same. Not a significant change there, but pending sales were up 22%. And I think that activity on the market, that increase of activity on the market was related to those lower interest rates, again, getting down into the low sixes. Because the data that we're looking at here all reflects the most recent data, which is the month of September. And then we get down to days on market until sale. Interestingly enough, that did go up compared to the prior year. That's up 17.6%. The median sales price is at $765,000. That's down about 7.2%. And the average sales price is $962,243, and that's down almost 6%. The percent of list price received in Boulder County is at 97.6% of the original list price. That's down about 0.7 compared to last year when it was at 98.3. And then our inventory of homes for sale continues to creep up. It went up almost 17% compared to last year at this time. So we have 860 homes on the market that are actively on the market in Boulder County compared to 736 last year at this time. And as such, our month supply of inventory is up about 9%. We're at 3.6 months supply of inventory compared to 3.3. And we'll jump over here to Larimer County. Our new listings are up about 8.4%. So 491 new listings compared to last year at this time, we saw 453. Pending sales are at 384. That's a big jump compared to last year. So that's up almost 30%. Again, I think that reflects the lower interest rates. It bought buyers that an interest rate in the low sixes made a home affordable for them. So a lot of people came out and pulled the trigger, so to speak. Pending sales last year at this time was 296. Days on market until sale, that's 63. That's up 5% compared to last year when it was at 60. Our median sales price for Larimer County is down 1.7% at $589,950. That's negligible as far as a change is concerned, because last year at this time it was at $599,000. And then the average sales price for a home in Larimer County is $682,910 compared to $677,000 last year. The percent of list price received is about the same. It's a 0.3% difference. So 98.6% is what homes on average are selling for compared to their original list price. And that was at 98.9% last year at this time. Inventory of homes for sale has gone up significantly in Larimer County. So we have 1,234 homes on the market. That's up 34.3% from last year at this time when it was at 919. And then the month supply of inventory is up 42.3% from last year at this time. So we're at 3.7 month supply of inventory compared to 2.6 last year. And then we'll jump over here to Weld County. New listings up 26%. So there's 563 new listings compared to last year at this time when it was at 447. The pending sales is up significantly, 32.9%. So there's 465 pending sales compared to 350 last year. And then we look at our days on market until sale, 62, and that's up 17% compared to last year at this time when it was at 53. And then the median sales price is 505,000. That's about the same as last year when it was at $500,799. Our average sales price is $579,143, and that's up 6.2% compared to last year when the average sales price in Weld County was $545,186. The percent of list price received is 99.1. That's better than Larimer and Weld County. And then the inventory of homes for sale is up 23.3%. So there's 1,171 homes on the market compared to last year at this time when it was at 950. And then the month supply of inventory is 2.9. That's up 20.8% compared to last year. I should say that in Weld County, overall across the Front Range, we saw some more market activity in September because of the lower interest rates. But Weld County sees a little bit more activity, I think, than Boulder County and Larimer County, only because of the affordability factor. Homes in Weld County typically are more affordable in Weld County than they are in the other two neighboring counties. So that's why we're seeing a little bit more activity there. And then I just want to highlight what is going on overall as far as some data for all three counties. And we can take a look at this here. New listings, just looking at the trends, I should say, according to this chart. New listings is kind of trending downward as of September compared to what we've seen this year. The data I just showed you was year over year. Now we're looking at month over month and looking at the trend line or the trajectory of the market overall for this calendar year. So then we look at the number of homes for sale. That trended upward a little bit. It's starting to level off now as we get into the fall. Some of this of that is seasonality. So as we get into the fall, September is a great time to list, but we usually see a lot of activity in August and September, and then it starts to taper off as we approach the holidays. And then percent of list price received, that is trending upward for Boulder County, but for Larimer and Weld County, that's starting to trend downward. So buyers have a little more purchasing power. I think in a lot of cases, homes are staying on the market longer, and as more buyers come on the market because of those lower interest rates, I think the data reflects that they have some purchasing power or some negotiation power based on sellers being more willing to sell their homes just because they've been sitting around for a while. The average sales price is trending down for Boulder County and slightly down for Larimer County, but slightly up for Weld. And again, that's because there's more activity in Weld County because of the affordability. Days on market until sale, that is trending upward. We saw it go down in the summer, but now we're starting to see it go upward again. Again, that's just because homes are staying on the market longer. And there's other factors involved. There's interest rates certainly play a big role into that. But in a few weeks, we have a major election coming up, and a lot of buyers and sellers are sitting on the sideline and kind of waiting it out to see what's going to happen. I will say that out of our last 10 election cycles, that following year, so we have an election in November, that following year, so 2025 for us, typically sees a very active real estate market. So we can hope that might be the case as we get through the holidays and into January and February. And then showings per listing, if you saw my report last week, that's trending downward. We're just seeing very slow to no activity, not a whole lot of showings. Homes are sitting on the market longer, and there's just not a whole lot of buyer demand. Now, I will say, as is true in just about any market, is that if you have a home that's priced right and it's in move-in ready condition, it's a great location, all those other important factors, those homes are selling, and they tend to sell more quickly than homes that are not in good shape, that need some repairs or maybe aren't priced well. So that is the rule of thumb anytime you list a home. And so that is what's going on overall in the market for Boulder, Larimer, Weld counties. I hope this is helpful. Again, if you want local data for your community or the city that you live in here along the Front Range, don't hesitate to get in touch. I have that at my fingertips. I can do an analysis for you and let you know what's going on in your local area. especially if you're trying to figure out when's the best time to sell your home or to buy a home. So right now, the advantage is to the buyers. We did see rates pop back up to about 6.61%. However, that's a case by case basis. So, depending on your credit score, on your financial situation, you might qualify for a lower rate, or especially if you're going to use an FHA or a VA loan. That will definitely be a lower rate than the conventional 30-year fixed rate loan. Also, if you're a seller, there's some good things to consider. I'd be glad to talk with you, a free consultation, and just help you to assess, should you move? Should you rent your home? Or should you wait to sell your home until, say, next year, next spring, when hopefully we'll have a more robust market and hopefully we'll also have lower rates. I think when I look at the forecasts out there as far as when the market's going to pick up, I think we brought some buyers back to the market when the rates got down to the low sixes. But I think there's an even greater pool of buyers out there waiting until those rates get down into the fives. Once that happens, that's when it's going to be a very competitive market, and we'll see a fairly strong increase in appreciation for home values just because there will be so much activity out there. Bear that in mind, or if you're a seller, that's something to consider, because if you're thinking about selling, you want to get your home ready now. Touch-ups, cosmetics, repairs, those kinds of things, you want to get that all taken care of so that when that market starts to pick up and we see more buyers on the market because of lower interest rates, you're ready to go instead of wishing you were ready to go. So get in touch with me. Be glad to talk with you about all those things. You can reach me here at 970-313-6706, and we'll look forward to talking to you soon. Take care.